5 simple moves you must do at home to stay strong after 60. But here's the hidden truth most doctors will never tell you. Every year, millions of seniors think they're protecting themselves by taking gentle walks or doing light stretching. But what if I told you those activities, while pleasant, won't stop the muscle wasting that's quietly stealing your independence? New studies reveal that after 60, you lose up to 8% of your muscle mass every decade, and 78% of seniors who fall and break a hip never return to their previous independence. Shockingly, most life-changing falls happen at home during simple tasks like standing up from bed or reaching into a cabinet. You won't hear this during your annual checkup. You won't see it promoted at expensive fitness centers. But the science is buried in medical journals, and today, I'm exposing it all. In this video, 5 movements that physical therapists have quietly been using for decades to keep seniors strong, steady, and fall-proof, all backed by clinical research, and you won't believe what made it to number 1. Before we start, tell me in the comments, have you ever had a fall or near fall that frightened you? What worries you most about losing strength as you age? I read every comment and reply with specific advice. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. Now let's reveal the first move. It looks almost silly, but it prevents the most common type of senior fall. Number 5, heel walking. It appears almost ridiculous walking around on your heels like a toddler learning to walk. No equipment, no gym membership, just you lifting your toes as high as possible and taking steps. But here's what nobody explains. This simple movement prevents 67% of the falls that send seniors to the emergency room tripping over small objects. Here's the problem most seniors don't see developing. After age 60, your ankle flexibility decreases by 6% every single year. Your calf muscles slowly tighten from decades of sitting and wearing shoes. This forces you into what doctors call a shuffling gait, taking shorter steps with your toes barely clearing the ground. You can't lift your feet high enough to step over a garden hose, a throw rug, or even a small crack in the sidewalk. Most seniors accept this shuffling as normal aging. They start taking smaller, more careful steps. They avoid uneven surfaces. They rearrange their homes to remove obstacles. But this isn't inevitable aging. This is preventable. Muscle tightness and heel walking can reverse it completely. Let me share Betty's story. She was a 71-year-old retired librarian who started shuffling after a minor ankle sprain 2 years earlier. She never fully recovered that normal walking pattern. Last summer, she tripped over her garden hose while watering flowers and broke her wrist in the fall. After that, she became afraid to walk on any uneven surface, grass, gravel, even thick carpets. We started Betty on heel walking practice in her hallway. Within 6 weeks, she had restored her normal gait and was confidently walking on all surfaces again. A groundbreaking 2023 study published in Gait and Posture Journal followed 600 seniors who practiced heel walking daily for just 8 weeks. The results were remarkable. 41% improvement in ankle flexibility, 58% reduction in tripping incidence, and restoration of normal step length in 73% of participants. The researchers noted that this simple exercise reversed years of muscle shortening in just 2 months. Here's the correct technique, and precision matters for safety. Stand near a wall or sturdy counter that you can reach for balance if needed. Lift your toes up as high as possible toward your shins and walk forward using only your heels. Take 10 to 15 steps forward, then walk back normally. Focus on keeping your toes pointing toward the ceiling throughout the movement. You should feel a strong stretch in the back of your calves. Start with just 10 heel steps twice daily. As your flexibility improves over the weeks, gradually increase to 20 or 30 steps. Always keep that wall or counter within arm's reach for safety. Some muscle soreness in your shins is completely normal as these muscles strengthen. Stop immediately if you feel sharp pain in your ankles or calves. Advanced variations include heel walking backwards with wall support, or heel walking while lifting your knees higher. You can even practice on soft surfaces like grass once you're confident. Many people practice in their hallway before meals, or use bathroom trips as reminders to do their heel walking. But there's one exercise that targets a postural weakness that's silently destroying seniors' breathing capacity. Number 4, shoulder blade pinches. This addresses the epidemic that's quietly ruining the health of millions of seniors' forward head posture. After decades of looking down at books, phones, and television screens, your shoulder blades have drifted apart and your upper back has weakened. This creates what doctors call dowager's hump and restricts your breathing by up to 30% in severe cases. Here's what's happening inside your body right now. Poor posture shifts your center of gravity forward, making falls more likely during any sudden movement. When your head moves forward just 2 inches from its natural position, it effectively weighs 20 pounds instead of 10, straining every muscle in your neck and upper back. This creates chronic neck pain, frequent headaches, and a loss of confidence in social situations. A 2021 study, published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science, made a startling discovery. Seniors with forward head posture were 73% more likely to fall during daily activities. But those who practiced shoulder blade strengthening exercises reduced their fall risk by 38% and improved their breathing capacity by 22% in just 8 weeks. I think about Harold whenever I teach this exercise. Harold was a 69-year-old retired accountant who had spent 40 years hunched over desks and computer screens. He came to me with chronic neck pain so severe he couldn't look up without sharp discomfort. He had started avoiding social activities because he was embarrassed by his stooped posture. We began Harold on daily shoulder blade pinches. After 6 weeks, he was pain-free and standing tall. After 3 months, his confidence had returned completely. Your shoulder blades act like postural anchors for your entire spine. When they're weak and spread apart, your entire spine collapses forward like a house without proper foundation. Strong shoulder blades naturally pull your spine into perfect alignment, affecting everything from your breathing to your digestion. Here's the proper technique. Stand with your back against a wall, arms relaxed at your sides. Imagine you're trying to hold a pencil between your shoulder blades. Squeeze those blades together and hold for 5 seconds. You should feel the muscles working between your spine and shoulder blades. Don't lift your shoulders up toward your ears. This is about pulling them back and together. Start with 10 shoulder blade pinches 3 times daily. Hold each squeeze for 3 to 5 seconds. As you get stronger, you can do an advanced version by pulling your arms back like you're drawing a bow and arrow while squeezing. This can be done sitting or standing, making it perfect for watching television or waiting anywhere. Common mistakes include lifting your shoulders instead of pinching back, holding your breath during the squeeze, or moving too quickly without holding the position. Remember to breathe normally throughout the exercise. The beautiful thing about shoulder blade pinches is you can do them every time you notice yourself slouching during commercial breaks. While waiting for coffee to brew or before getting out of your car, many people make it an automatic response to poor posture. Next comes an exercise that wakes up the most important muscle seniors never think about. Number 3, glute squeezes. Your glutes are your body's largest and strongest muscle group, yet they're the most forgotten muscle in senior fitness. When weak, everything else in your body compensates and breaks down. What doctors call dead butt syndrome has become an epidemic among seniors. And it's the hidden cause behind most back pain, knee problems, and falls. Here's the shocking truth that will change how you think about strength. Sitting for decades literally turns off your glutes. These massive muscles forget how to activate properly, forcing your lower back to do all the work of stabilizing your body. Your hip muscles tighten, trying to compensate, creating the perfect storm for falls, chronic back pain, and knee problems. A revolutionary 2023 study, published in the Journal of Biomechanics, discovered something that stunned researchers. Seniors with the strongest glute muscles had 69% fewer falls than those with weak glutes. Even more surprising, glute strength was a better predictor of independence than overall leg strength. Just 4 weeks of glute activation exercises reversed years of muscle weakness. The problem is what researchers call gluteal amnesia. The average senior sits for over 9 hours daily. During all that sitting, your brain literally stops sending signals to your glute muscles. Physical therapists now recognize this as one of the primary causes of age-related movement problems. Let me tell you about William, a 68-year-old retired airline pilot who came to me with chronic low back pain. Years of sitting in cockpits had completely shut down his glute muscles. He could barely walk 2 blocks without back spasms that would leave him bedridden for days. We started William on glute squeezes to teach his muscles to wake up again. Within 6 weeks, he was pain-free and walking miles without any discomfort. Here's the hidden connection most people never understand. Weak glutes force your knees to cave inward when you walk, creating an unstable base for every step. Your hips drop with each stride, throwing off your balance. It's like trying to balance on a foundation that's constantly wobbling. The technique is simple, but incredibly powerful. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Squeeze your buttock muscles as hard as you possibly can, and hold that squeeze for 5 seconds, then release. This is pure muscle contraction. Don't lift your hips off the ground, just squeeze. You should feel the muscles turn on and tighten. The first few days, you may barely feel anything happening. This is your brain relearning how to communicate with muscles it hasn't used properly in years. By week 2, you'll feel much stronger contractions developing. By week 4, your glutes will start automatically activating when you walk. Start with 10 squeezes, holding each for 3 seconds. In week 2, increase to 15 squeezes with 5-second holds. By week 3, add a second set at a different time during the day. Advanced practitioners can do glute squeezes while standing with their back against a wall or even while walking. You can integrate this anywhere, every time you stand up from sitting, before getting out of your car, while brushing your teeth, or during any waiting period. The results are dramatic. Most people notice glute activation during daily activities by week 1. Less back stiffness after sitting by week 2, improved walking stability by week 4, and dramatic reduction in back pain by week 6. But the next exercise rebuilds your upper body strength without you ever touching the floor. Number 2. Wall push-ups. When I mention push-ups to seniors, I see the same reaction every time eye rolls, head shakes. Someone muttering, "I haven't done push-ups since gym class." But before you dismiss this, understand that by 65, most people have lost 30 to 40% of their upper body strength. This isn't about vanity, weak arms and shoulders, make carrying groceries a struggle, lifting grandchildren impossible, opening heavy doors, challenging and pushing yourself up from a fall nearly impossible. Traditional floor push-ups are too demanding for most seniors, and that's perfectly acceptable. Attempting exercises far beyond your ability leads to injury or discouragement. Wall push-ups deliver all the muscle-building benefits of regular push-ups at a safe, manageable level that actually works. A 2021 study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research followed women aged 60 to 75 doing wall push-ups 3 times weekly for 8 weeks. Results shocked researchers: 24% increase in upper body strength and significant improvements in lifting and carrying ability. Some participants were able to lift their grandchildren for the first time in years. Eleanor's story illustrates this power perfectly. This 72-year-old retired elementary school teacher couldn't lift her 18-month-old great-grandson anymore. Every family gathering, she watched others hold him while she sat helplessly on the sidelines. It was heartbreaking for her. She began with wall push-ups, just 5 repetitions, 3 times weekly. After 6 weeks, she was holding him again. After 3 months, she was carrying him around the backyard playing chase games, experiencing pure joy again. Proper wall push-up technique is critical for getting results. Stand about arm's length away from a solid wall, feet shoulder-width apart. Place your palms flat against the wall at shoulder height, positioned slightly wider than your shoulders. Lean forward until your nose nearly touches the wall, then push yourself back to the starting position. Keep your entire body straight throughout the movement. No sagging hips or protruding rear end. Begin with 5 to 8 wall push-ups, 3 times weekly, as your strength builds over the weeks. You can step further back from the wall to increase the difficulty. Some people eventually progress to doing push-ups against a sturdy kitchen table, then against a couch, and occasionally even floor versions. But reaching the floor isn't the goal. Getting stronger is the goal. Safety is paramount. Use only solid walls, nothing with hanging pictures or decorations that might fall. If you have wrist pain, you can try push-up handles or use a kitchen counter instead of the wall. The key is finding your current challenge level and building gradually from there. Now we reach the most critical exercise on this list, the one that literally holds your body together and prevents the injury that ruins most seniors' lives. Number 1. Modified planks. Modified planks may be the most important exercise you'll ever learn. Your core muscles, including your abdominal muscles, back muscles, and the deep stabilizers around your spine form the foundation of absolutely every movement you make. When your core weakens, everything becomes harder and more dangerous. A shocking 2022 study published in the Journal of Gerontology discovered that seniors with weak core muscles were 67% more likely to suffer chronic back pain, 52% more likely to fall, and 41% more likely to need help with basic daily activities like getting dressed or bathing. Your core muscles literally hold your body together for independent function. When most people hear the word plank, they imagine lying face down on the floor, balancing on their toes and forearms for what feels like forever. That's completely unrealistic for most seniors and totally unnecessary. Modified planks deliver all the core strengthening benefits while remaining completely manageable and safe to perform. Dorothy's story demonstrates this exercise's life-changing power. This 74-year-old grandmother came to me barely able to get out of bed without severe back pain. She had seen multiple doctors, tried various medications, and was even considering surgical consultations. Nothing had helped. We started Dorothy on wall planks, just 10-second holds twice daily. Within 4 weeks, she was sleeping through the night, pain-free for the first time in months. Within 3 months, she was down on the floor playing with her grandchildren again. She calls modified planks her miracle cure. Research published in the International Journal of Sports Physical Therapy shows that core strength affects everything from your breathing to your balance to even your bowel control. When your core is strong, you naturally stand taller, move with more confidence, and back pain often disappears completely on its own. It's like wearing an internal support belt that never comes off. Wall plank technique starts simple but must be done correctly. Stand about 2 feet away from a wall and place your forearms flat against it with your elbows positioned at shoulder height. Step back until your body forms one straight line from the top of your head all the way down to your heels. Hold this position while keeping your core muscles tight as if someone might poke you in the stomach. Remember to breathe normally throughout the hold. Start with 10 to 15 second holds twice daily. As your strength builds over the weeks, you can hold the position longer or step further back from the wall to make it more challenging. Some people eventually progress to doing planks against a sturdy kitchen table, then against a couch, and some even make it to knee planks on the floor. If wall planks feel too challenging at first, try counter planks instead. Place your hands on a kitchen counter or other sturdy table, step back until your body is at an angle, and hold that position. This is easier than wall planks, but still gives your core muscles an excellent workout. Once you can comfortably hold a wall plank for 30 seconds, try this advanced variation. While holding the plank position, lift one foot slightly off the ground. This adds a balance challenge to the core strengthening and makes the exercise even more effective. You can also try side planks against the wall, which work the muscles along the sides of your core. The best part about modified planks is that you can do them anywhere and any time while watching television, waiting for your morning coffee to finish brewing, or even while talking on the phone. Many of my patients do them during commercial breaks, which makes it easy to remember and builds the habit naturally. Critical form points to remember: breathe normally throughout the exercise. Don't hold your breath. Keep your body in one straight line from head to heels, no sagging hips or raised rear end. If you feel any back pain while doing this, you may be standing too far from the wall or trying to hold the position for too long. Now let's discuss combining these 5 movements into a sustainable routine that actually works long-term. The key to success is consistency, not intensity. I recommend doing these exercises 3 times per week, maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you have rest days in between for your muscles to recover and strengthen. Each complete routine takes about 15 minutes total, roughly 3 minutes per exercise. You can do them all at once if you prefer, or spread them throughout your day. Some people do heel walking in the morning with their coffee shoulder blade pinches after lunch, and the other exercises in the evening while watching television. Keep a simple log of how many repetitions you can do, or how long you can hold each position. Seeing your numbers improve week by week is incredibly motivating and helps you stay consistent. Most people start noticing changes within 2 to 3 weeks of regular practice. Here's the rule for making exercises more challenging: if you can easily do an exercise for the recommended time or number of repetitions, it's time to make it slightly harder, but progress slowly and gradually. It's much better to do easier versions consistently than to make them too hard and end up quitting. Always listen to your body during these exercises. Some muscle fatigue is completely normal and expected. Sharp pain is not normal and means you should stop immediately. If you have any chronic health conditions or take medications that might affect your balance, check with your doctor before starting any new exercise program. And always keep something sturdy nearby for support when you're doing the balance-related exercises. Remember, these aren't just exercises you're doing. They're investments in your independence and quality of life. Every heel walk you do today is preventing a trip over an obstacle tomorrow. Every shoulder blade pinch is improving your posture and breathing next week. Every glute squeeze is waking up muscles that will support you for years. Every wall push-up is building the strength to lift and carry things next month. Every plank is holding your body together for everything else you want to do. Let me put this in perspective. These 5 simple moves: heel walking, shoulder blade, pinches, glute squeezes, wall push-ups, and modified planks directly combat the four biggest threats to senior independence: ankle stiffness, postural weakness, muscle deactivation, and core weakness. You don't need a gym membership, expensive equipment, or complicated routines to remember. You just need 15 minutes 3 times weekly, and the commitment to your future self. You face a choice right now. You can continue your current path and hope your strength and mobility don't decline further. Or you can start these 5 movements today and take complete control of your physical future. The research is crystal clear. The exercises are simple and safe, and the benefits are genuinely life-transforming. Remember our opening statistics. People who do regular resistance exercises can reduce their fall risk by up to 43% and maintain strength that others lose. This difference could mean continuing to live independently in your own home versus needing assistance with daily activities. I want to hear about your journey with these exercises. Leave a comment below telling me which exercise excites you most, or which one seems most challenging to you right now. I read every single comment and provide personalized tips and encouragement. We're building a community of seniors who absolutely refuse to let age dictate their limitations. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We create content specifically designed to help seniors stay strong, healthy, and independent for as long as possible. Hit that notification bell so you never miss potentially life-changing videos like this one. Your strength at 60, 70, or 80 isn't predetermined by your age. It's determined by the choices you make every single day. Choose to move, choose to challenge yourself safely, and choose to invest in your independence. Your future self will thank you for starting today. Begin with just one exercise today. Pick whichever one seems easiest for you right now, do it once, and comment below to let me know how it went. Tomorrow, try that same exercise again. By next week, add a second exercise to your routine. Small steps lead to big changes, and your journey to staying strong after 60 starts right this moment.